So today we have a 2021 Ford F-150. It has approximately 3,000 miles on it, and it was delivered to upstate New York in 2020 in December. So you'll see as we go through this that it's already starting to feel the experiences of the Northeast. So the Waxoyl product that we will use to prevent future rust are two parts. One part is our cavity protection, which we will spray inside the hoods, inside the quarter panels, tailgates, and doors. And then the second product will be our traditional hard wax, which we'll spray under where the chassis parts are and in our wheel wells where much of the problems occur in the Northeast. Here's a cavity that's going to allow us to fully cover the inside of the hood to prevent rust from occurring from the inside out. So this is a 360-degree wand that allows everything it passes to be completely covered and aerosolized with our protection. You can see the fog that's coming out in other places as it explores any exposed metal. By utilizing a 4-foot hose, we can get to almost every spot inside the hood and other cavities. We need to get down to the rockers behind the wheel wells where dirt and grime and salt build up. So the window's got to be up, and inside here you have the window regulator, which raises and lowers your window. You have your door lock, which allows the lock mechanism to go up and down. And then you also have power locks, which will do that. So this is lubricating that with this wax so that it can't rust in the door either and get corroded. By using the 360-degree wand, we've covered everything in that door cavity. Notorious for their rusting are cab corners. And in every vehicle, whether Chevy, Ford, Ram, they all have a problem with that. And by using our L sprayer, we can get into that cavity and give a very good protection. You can see that it's coming out the rockers and coming out in all of the other places. In the old cars, this would all be solid. This chassis part was one solid piece. But to rip the weight out of the car and make cafe standards, they've got all these holes and these reinforcements, including this one right here, which goes all the way through. You can see the 360-degree wand will add protection to the inside of the bed rails and chassis bars that are popular in today's lighter half-ton pickup trucks. When treating a pickup truck bed tailgate, it's important that we make sure that we protect the bottom edges, but all of the other components. It is the worst abused part of a pickup bed because everything seems to end up there. We want to protect the door locks, the mechanisms, and the entire inside cavity of the tailgate. So with CAFE standards, the vehicles are being lightened up by the manufacturers to achieve better gas mileage, which means you have a lot of hollow components that used to be solid. We need to get into all of those areas to prevent the rust and the brine solution from contaminating the vehicle's parts from the inside out. This control arm 10 years ago would have been a solid control arm, and now they're hollow. This has created a situation where we need to make sure that we're getting inside and behind everything in the vehicle. With the cavity protection complete, we've moved on to our hard wax, which is more traditional looking in that it is black. It is a wax-based hydroscopic product that will not allow moisture to get behind it. Here you see a 3-month-old Ford F-150 with 3,000 miles on it with a rear differential already starting to rust. The environment in the Northeast is not very conducive for expensive vehicles to not rust. We make sure that we get all of the components near the brake hardware, brake backing plates, brake hose, and all of the components that are typically problems with rusting. Nuts and bolts will come apart easily when a mechanic needs to work or service your car. We cover brake hose, brake lines, fuel lines, electronics, all protecting them from moisture infiltration. The rocker panels are a critical part in upstate New York and the Northeast because they are faced with the most abuse on the roads. In addition to rusting from the outside, they can rust from the inside. So we want to make sure that we've got them covered extremely well. In the back of the vehicle, behind the wheel wells, and the pickup truck bed body panels all get treated so that we can make sure the typical fender well rust does not occur. In this case, we want to make sure the place where all of the contaminants sit is treated prior to the first couple drives on the highway. By treating this area, we prevent the typical fender well rust. So we've completed our 2021 Ford F-150. The work that was done is going to protect this vehicle for the Northeast environment, the aggressive de-icers that the highway departments use, and allow it to be rust-free for the rest of its life. If you or someone you know doesn't want their vehicle, whether it's new or slightly used, to feel the damage caused by the brine solutions and the aggressive de-icing natures of our Northeast highway departments, please let them call us, visit our website, learn more about us, corrosionproplus.com, or locally in Rochester at 585-235-RUST. Keep in mind, we sell, we train, and install Waxoyl products proven to prevent rust inside and outside of any vehicle, commercial, industrial, automotive. Thank you for your time.